What's up everybody, I'm Gogito and I'm bringing you guys an reaction video on my channel. This will be a kind of a combination between two parts. The Ultra Vegito Manga, which will be kind of be on the same video as this one. So yep, hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get into the video.
As he looks down though, a clear smirk is visible, clearly happy with himself as he thinks.
Yep, indeed.
Fat Beerus,
Bruh.
you died as pathetically
Actually, maybe
as
I
you
actually
forced
said it
my
a long time
friends
ago.
and family
I'm thinking it was in the previous part.
I'd
Yeah.
say burn in hell, but you and your angel won't even exist there.
Yeah. Facts.
And with that said, Ultra Vegito then quickly turns his head and yells out brazenly, Hey, you two! What the hell do you think you're doing just standing there?
Yeah, I
As
don't
both
have anything
Kappa
left
and
in the
Kefla
tank.
watching on
Nothing.
then become filled with fear, as Vegito's loud and domineering voice shoots through their very bodies. Kefla, who at this point not only has given her energy along with Kappa to the king, has also lost her arm, says nervously, This might be it for us, Kappa. I've got nothing left in the tank. I couldn't even store him in this state.
Yeah.
Before we
It
go,
would be pointless.
I just wanted to say, I kinda like you. No!
Bruh.
But Kappa,
You're about to get a better
meanwhile,
Kappa. Are you
completely
serious? Of
interrupting
course.
the young woman's unknowing confession, instead, in his own fear, mutters back, No, this can't be the end.
It was so
At the
freaking
end
close.
of the day, Master's
Honestly,
still in there.
yeah, but I gotta say one thing too, Kaba. You are an idiot. You're about to get the baddest female Saiyan in the universe. Even the multiverse have to be real. But the man, I hate when this is practically something that maybe Arch and Dragon Ball do just to frustrate the fans. And I think Kaba and Kefla is actually a pretty good ship. If you guys don't know about this, it's my personal opinion, but I think the ship is pretty good. So yeah, that's my
So
thoughts.
is Goku.
Yeah.
He wouldn't kill us, would he?
Nah, he won't. Unless you actually
Vegito,
push
still
him.
looking sternly, then just points his finger and finally lets out to their heart's relief. Quit peeing your pants and start acting like Saiyans, will you? I came here for the gods,
Yeah.
not two brats I only met a handful of times. Instead,
true.
you two should probably go get your king over there and leave here for good.
Yeah.
Preferably back to Sadala into a recovery chamber.
Yeah,
I really don't even know if he has much longer left.
I doubt he can even
When we
survive
look to the
this.
status of the king,
Because
Vegito
look at this
is
guy.
most definitely not lying, as he lays flat on his back, still motionless and unresponsive, with only the faintest of breaths. Yes, just as that filthy
Wait,
mortal
black.
says, you two kids should probably leave. I have business now with this so-called God Killer.
So you finally
Suddenly
showed
leaving
yourself,
everyone
huh,
left on the
coward.
battlefield full of shock and surprise as a truly
No matter which
unfamiliar
word I create,
and
you'll
foreign
always be a
voice
coward, Zamzu.
calls from
No
the
matter
unknown.
what.
That voice. I feel
Yeah.
like I've heard it before.
Oh, you have heard it, my
Leaving the now
friend. You
intrigued
have.
Vegito to look into the sky in the direction of where the sound of the mysterious sailant's voice came from, until finally he begins to make out who it is in the sky. What? Black?
Yeah.
The hell are you doing here? Instantly then changing his face to one of pure surprise and disbelief as he finally recognizes exactly who it is. And just like that,
Damn,
as if
what an
appearing like a
entrance.
servant being summoned, Goku Black then arrives with a crash right in front of Vegito, with a smile and noticeably not a hint of fear. As he lets out face to face
Why
with
though?
Vegito.
Has he been training?
Nice to see you again, too, Saiyan. What? Goku?
Nah.
The sight of
That's
Goku
Goku
Black,
Black for
though,
you.
a figure the two Saiyans had never actually seen or heard about in their own universe, is enough to immediately cause confusion among the young Saiyans.
Yeah,
As
I
Kappa
won't
then
blame them.
wonders, what's going on? I thought Vegeta was a fusion of Master and Goku.
Oh, he is.
But
He definitely
Goku's
is.
out here.
Nah, that's
So
not
who
him.
the hell
That's
is
Goku Black.
Vegito? Oi! But before Kappa can wonder
Focus,
anymore,
you fool.
a panicking and angry Kefla just turns to him and yells, Kappa, forget about these nutcases. He's not your master anymore. And for all we know, he might not even have Vegeta in there.
Bruh.
Even this Goku over there gives me creepy vibes.
Because
They've
that's
changed.
not Goku for the last
We don't have
time.
to be caring about
Crying
that.
out loud.
You and me need to get Dad out of here now, Kappa. We can't let him die.
Yeah.
To which Kappa, understanding the
You better
emotion
leave,
in
kid.
Kefla's
You're
voice
not ready for
towards
this
her
battle.
father,
This will be a
just
true
agrees,
battle between
saying,
true warriors.
"R-
You're still a
right.
child.
We'll get him now and get
child.
out of here. Let's go.
I don't know why I did that. We were avoiding this guy.
The duo fly
You have to
off
admit, guys.
towards their leader. Eventually, their two sets of feet arriving right next to the king, who, as expected, remains unmoving, with Kefla only able to whisper, Father, hang in there.
Yeah, you
Quickly,
better
the
do,
two
old man.
Universe 6 Saiyans then get
God
the
damn,
heavy
you do
royalty
it big
onto
like
their
Broly.
shoulders, as Kappa asks, You got him, Kefla? I can carry him alone if you want. To which Kefla would just adamantly say back, No, I got this. One arm or not, he's my dad, and so he's my problem.
Yeah.
And just like that, the two would fly off into the sky, surrounded in an aura similar to what Broly would use, that seemingly would allow them to travel and survive in space. Of course,
Interesting.
though, this would be observed by both Vegito and Goku Black.
Yeah.
With Black in particular taking an interest, looking out the corner of his eye and thinking, seems this universe is infested with those Saiyan roaches too. Before a sinister look
Don't you
comes
dare
across
talk
the
about
original
Saiyans, you
God Killer's
damn
face
fool.
as he turns to stare at the three Saiyans and lets
You
out,
have no respect for Saiyans.
On second thought, those three filthy Saiyans could prove to be some fine target practice.
What did you just
After
say?
all, not like any of them will make it far.
Oh,
after what
you
you've done to
son
them,
of
Vegito. This
Well,
will
he's
be
not
a
wrong.
far more humane death for them.
By your heads?
Before
I
Goku
doubt
Black
it.
Then lifts his arm up, and with his palm firmly facing the Saiyans, just on the cusp of powering up a ball of energy to fire off, he chuckles. Oh, how I've wished to add a Saiyan to my kill list.
Yeah, not
What?
happening.
But
Not
suddenly,
yet.
as expected, Vegito does not stand for it. And
Yeah.
instantly appears, grabbing Black's forearm.
He may have been a god
and
killer,
looking at him
but
sternly as he
he
says
doesn't kill
authoritatively,
mortals.
Well, keep wishing, Black. 'Cause
Yeah.
That won't be happening anytime soon.
Agreed.
Start talking. Why the hell are you here?
I
And
think I
how
know
did
why.
you survive?
And
Last I saw,
no
Zeno completely
answer for that
removed
question
you
too.
from existence.
Yeah. But I think you know the
At which
answer as
point,
well,
Goku
Vegito.
Black
I
then
think you
moves his
know it
arm
very well.
away as Vegito loosens his grip, grumbling, Very well, mortal. I suppose I
Still
should
calling him
save
mortal,
my
huh?
energy for you. Before looking up at Vegito with a dastardly smile, continuing,
I hate that smile.
Seems even if you've opened up your mind to the uselessness of the gods, you still have the simple mortal ideals to protect people you don't need to.
Oh,
Mark
shut
my
up.
words. That weakness will be your downfall, Vegito.
Oh, shut your ass
Which an
up, you.
unfazed and emotionless
dumbass
Vegito
copycat.
continues to look and just push. Get on with it.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for advice. Tell me what I asked before you die here and now.
Yeah. True.
Hearing this, Goku Black finally then concedes, at first smiling before looking into the palm of his own hand with a distant look as he begins. To tell you the truth, even I didn't know until recently. On the day that damn Zeno erased Zamasu and myself, I could see the moment we began vanishing. I could see our lives ending. I tried to do what little I could to maybe survive. I absorbed Zamasu's life force and energy straight into my body, giving me the strength of our merged form, hoping that would counter Zeno's power.
Nah.
But it did nothing.
Yeah.
Before I knew it, I was gone. But also before I knew it, I woke up once again in the middle of nothingness. Pure white. I noticed from afar, Zeno was still around. He must have erased the entire universe, but for some reason, I remained.
Yeah.
And nothing seemed any different, with even my newly increased powers still intact. The only small difference was that my time ring was slightly damaged. Damaged, but still working. So without Zeno knowing, I quickly escaped to an alternate timeline. And since then, for the last decade, I've been seeking answers as to why I was chosen to live. Entering all different timelines, trying to find the truth. Surely, some god out there, even higher than Zeno, must have had purpose for me. But why? Before, after explaining all this, Goku's Black's mannerisms completely changed, and he looks to Vegito with a killer look as he spouts out, I don't know, but whoever he is, he has led me to you now. Someone who possesses not only one ring to replace my damaged one, but 3 for me to take. And it's just all the more perfect that this someone is you, Vegito. Now, I can get my revenge 10 years later, and the time rings.
Yeah,
But
whatever
Vegito
you say.
hearing this is just left nothing short of confused, as he inquires, huh? You need me to get more rings? Do you not remember how you got your ring to begin with? From your dear master Gowasu?
Yeah.
All you would have had to do is keep traveling to varying timelines where Gowasu existed and replace the
Smart.
time rings you lost. That was my plan if I ever needed to restock for the final battle.
Kind of smart, I gotta say. Huh?
But somehow, despite
Wait, why is
the
he angry?
surprisingly valid advice from Vegito, a scowl appears across Goku Black's face as he responds instead. Don't talk to me like a fool, you damn mortal.
What?
You think I wouldn't try that?
Wait,
If the
you did?
rumors had spread so far that I could learn of you on my travels, then best believe they have now reached all the other timelines and universes
What?
too. I already tried to go to multiple alternate universes where Gowasu existed, but every single time they had been warned already of your arrival, and moved the box to some unknown location in response.
Wow.
How dumb are you, Saiyan? Surely you must have realized by now how your reputation is preceding you in every
Damn, so you should
universe
have
or
taken
timeline.
more from the very beginning. Damn, but you're stupid. Why did you think of that?
Reputation! Vegito
Yeah.
hearing this is immediately
You think killing a
left in
god is
shock,
that easy?
never having realized something like
I mean,
this could have happened,
many different Gokus
but
have
then soon
created in many
remembers
different
actually
what ifs
being told
have
something
gained about
similar
to at least kill
before.
gods.
As he
Wouldn't
realizes
match an angel, but you
the
should
other
know
universes
something
and
about this.
timelines already know of me.
Now that is actually
Wait.
quite shocking.
Didn't Gogito tell me that it was Whis who showed him everything I had been doing even before I got there?
Yeah,
So, it must be true.
yeah.
Damn it! As suddenly the God Killer becomes angered and infuriated at his new situation as he yells
Yeah.
while slowly increasing his energy uncontrollably. My plan, it's ruined already! If I can't get those damn time rings, Those extra lives. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to beat those two. There's only one way left now. Without warning, Vegito
Wait,
then
why is he
breaks out
laughing?
into
Wait a
laughter,
second.
looking Black
Is
straight
he about
in
to
the
kill
eye
Black
and sinisterly yelling,
or do something
if I
else?
can't travel back to Gowasu for my time rings, then I'll just need to start with taking yours, Black.
But he only has a one.
Instantly then rushing in at the original God Killer, hell-bent on adding his time ring to his collection. What? Leaving Goku Black to just watch on shocked as Vegito
But I should
races
wonder,
to end his life.
can just go back restart by making a time
Primitive
clones?
ape, it won't be as easy as you think. As suddenly, Goku Black opens a time portal right under his legs. And with the
You
power
should have
of
seen that
gravity,
coming.
He immediately falls, leaving Vegito
But Joe,
to
you
his
should have seen that
complete
coming.
as Black
I know you're not that
escapes.
stupid. I
As
know
the
you're
time
not.
portal closes up, there's still mid-air Vegito, then can only comment, "What the? He used a time portal to drop down? Interesting. I might need to steal that trick for myself."
I mean, it was pretty obvious. It's nothing new.
Filthy mortal.
And I think he's learning
But
even
before
more
Vegito can
thanks to
admire
thanks
anymore,
having
a voice from
decades
behind
of
calls out to
experience.
him there could only be one person. And in the sky, Goku Black then finally appears. In the distance, emerging from a time portal once again.
Still trying to
as
make
Vegito
your famous
watches on
performance,
from
huh?
below.
Not surprised, not surprised.
Now, with a confident look about him, the smiling Kai folds his arms, looking down and saying, "Huh, you're quite a bit more excitable these days, aren't you, Vegito? I thought as you mortals got older, the opposite would be the case.
Nah,
but you
not for him.
Saiyans just can't conform, can you? Rushing in at me like a rabid animal. Gowasu should have let me exterminate your kind millennia ago when
Yeah,
we had
doubt
the
it.
chance.
Yeah, I
the
doubt
least
it.
you could do is wait for me to show you how to truly use these time rings." As
Yeah, I
Black
guess you have a fair
then
point.
slowly lifts his hand and continues.
This time.
Yes, the true abilities that only a Kai would know. After all, these were only ever meant for my kind, you treacherous thief.
Shut up, you're no different.
Behold, the true abilities of the time rings. As Goku Black then immediately lifts his extended arm into the sky, and behind, instantly, hundreds upon hundreds of time
I think I know where this is going. And I actually mentioned it a little while ago.
And as the real
Yep.
Goku Black remains in
Knew
the
it.
middle, inexplicably around
Honestly, can
him,
you just take one time
multiple
ring,
duplicates
time
of
rings from those
Goku Black
Goku Blacks,
himself,
or
complete with the
is it
same
stupid?
evil sadistic smirk, all come out of their respective portals as Black yells, "Behold, the power of my time clones, each one just as powerful as the last, a fractionally alternate version of myself, each with the same desire to kill you, Vegito."
And also the same
No
time
way!
ring.
They're even better copies than hits! As
Yeah.
Vegito, never even
Kids
realizing
can
the
be
rings were
addicted,
capable
but
of such
these
feats,
things are kind of
stumbles
much
slightly
more
back
better if you think
with
about
his
it.
body in wide stance. While Black, pleased at Vegito's vulnerable reaction, just continues to giggle, saying as he does so, "Never knew you could do this, did you? Damn fool. You're a mortal. You have no right to stain the rings made only for my kind. So it's
But
only
you
natural
killed your own
you
kind,
will
so
never
can
be
you
able
really
to
say anything
use
like
them
this?
to their true potential. Always remember, these are not meant for filth. These are meant for gods."
Bruh.
As suddenly,
You really have
as
to
Goku Black
scream
yells
that?
this, his entire body begins violently
You
powering
kill
up.
mortals and gods.
His mouth
Do
wide
you consider
open,
yourself a god after
indicating just
everything?
how loud
You
he's
literally have a
getting
mortal
as
body.
black aura
I basically don't
rushes
see the point of
all
that.
over him.
That's just basic racism. Wait, what the?
As eventually, as all
Ain't
the aura
no
subsides,
fucking
Goku
way.
Black reveals his new final form. Now with jagged white hair and mastered Ultra Instinct aura, but
Bruh.
also behind him the famed halo of his previous merged Zamasu form.
God
Confirming to
damn.
us all that just as Black had said, he had taken the entire strength of the other Zamasu into himself successfully.
Wow.
Before looking down supremely confident and saying ominously, surprised? Even the techniques of the angels do not fail to be in my grasp. But you know, the surprises don't end here.
Really?
Leaving Vegito
Wait.
slightly
Is
puzzled
this ghost
as
also
he
about to do the
wonders,
same thing?
another surprise. Has he mastered Ultra Ego too? If so,
Nah.
this might be annoying.
Nah, I don't think so.
But in the end, it is not revealed that Black had attained the Ultra form, but instead something far worse. As each of the hundreds of alternate versions of Black also
I think it was
then
kind of expected
transform
to think about
into
it.
this new haloed mastered Ultra Instinct appearance. Each giggling, it's time to die, mortal.
Bruh.
Vegito, looking
Really
up,
cocky
is
if you think
slightly
about it, huh?
impressed, but then comments in a partially sarcastic tone. Whoa! Wasn't expecting this. He looks just like Merge Zamasu did. And he seems to have attained Ultra Instinct too.
Yeah.
Now couple that with the endless supplies of copies, and this might just be fun. Causing Black to instantly grumble in anger at Vegito's petulance, as he says, "Damn, mortal, I see you haven't gained an inch of respect in your old age."
I mean, who gained respect
Lifting his
for
arms
you
in
out of all
rage
people?
And loudening his tone, Black yells, "It's high time I remove that silly little smile off your face, Saiyan. You will pay for what happened to me. Die, Vegito!"
Doubt it.
As immediately all of the Goku Black clones rush in like an army on the
If there's
command of
always
their
another
general,
episode, that means
each
there'll
with
always
blistering
be
speed
Vegito live.
and the same
So I
vicious
actually
killer
doubt that
intent
Vegeta will ever
to
die.
exterminate Goku that Zamasu always had. But as Vegito
Damn,
is seen
they're
with
like
his back
flies.
to us and a rain of Goku Blacks in the air coming towards him, there doesn't seem to even be a hint of hesitation or fear that comes over him.
Yeah.
Countless Ultra Instinct users, and yet Ultra Vegito does not budge even an inch. And in a shocking
Wait,
act
what?
of disrespect and underestimation, Vegito even just
Wow.
powers down to base, laughing as he does so. Poor me. How will I ever survive this? What? Black, noticing this, is immediately triggered.
Black should
His
be strong
teeth
and fuse the
now
muscle
bared
was,
as he thinks.
even with Ultra Instinct as well.
He dares go back to his base form? Who does he think he is? Is he mocking me?
Yes,
Meanwhile,
probably yes.
Vegito then remains silent and begins spreading his legs to a certain stance as his arm drops
Counter, huh?
down. Before, in iconic
Oh,
fashion,
oh,
Base
oh.
Vegito then begins putting his hands together in a familiar position and begins spouting, "Kame! Kame!
Oh, the same thing that John Destruction Goku and Ultra Gogeta did back then. Nice.
A massive beam of energy infused
Time to
with
sword some
destruction
flies, baby.
power
Woo!
will erase anything and everything it comes into contact with.
Yeah.
Fly straight off into the direction of the oncoming Goku Blacks as they move so fast they pretty much are unable to stop. As with unprecedented speed and power, the beam strikes one of the Goku Blacks and erases him mid-sentence.
That actually proves that base Vegeta's actually stronger than Goku Black. Wow.
Still being pushed with vigor. Vegito's assault had only just begun.
Damn. He's basically moving it.
Move of ingenuity. Vegito then begins shifting his hands, and as a result, the trajectory and beam of the Kamehameha all the way to the right.
Nice. Bye bye, bitches. No one cared anyway.
As Vegito moves
Not
it
in the
all
original.
across, each of the hundreds
Damn.
upon hundreds
So
of Goku
weak.
Blacks are erased.
That actually
from
mean
the
that base
spot,
Vegeta's actually stronger than Goku Black in its current
merely wiping away
peak.
dirt off a window.
Wow.
Blood-curdling screams.
You guys remember that Hakai is basically on the strength of the user. If the user is practically stronger than Atari, that means that Hakai will basically erase the target easily. So basically, base Vegeta is actually stronger than Goku Black by a long shot.
Just a trail of charred
Wow.
smoke and particles of dust, as all 1,000 of the Goku Black clones are completely erased, leaving just the one original left to watch in despair. This can't be real.
Oh,
An
but it is.
illusion.
No, it's
As
not.
a shocked Goku Black just remains.
It's
taken
not
aback
illusion,
in
Black.
disbelief,
It's reality.
trembling,
And you're
as
about
he
to
looks
face
down
it
at
too.
Vegito in a sweat and thinks, impossible. Each of those clones should have been stronger than when we last fought 10 years ago, when he was a Super Saiyan Blue. How could he be this much stronger when not even transformed?
You forgot.
As
Saiyans
within Black's
always
mind,
train,
the
no matter
nightmares
what.
of
You
that
should
fated
know
night
that, Black.
and Vegito
You
Blue
should not
still
underestimate a
plague
Saiyan.
his
No matter what.
memories.
You should have prepared
Still
yourself.
thinking back to our last fight, Black? How cute and sentimental of you. As suddenly
Yeah.
Vegito's voice emerges much closer
But also
than
pathetic.
usual. Huh? As a still confused Black remains silent, wondering why this voice seems to be right next to him until...
Because it is.
Right behind Black, with his back turned to him, Vegito appears, having instantly transmission to Black's exact location without the god even realizing it himself. As Vegito
Not
then
surprised.
continues, you know, if you're that desperate to rewind the clock and relive old times, you could have just used your time rings.
Yeah.
But since you're too dumb to do that, I may as well help you relive it in this timeline.
Yeah. Seems like it.
As instantly, Vegito transforms into his Super Saiyan Blue form.
Nice.
Just as he did in the original battle long ago, it finally reintroduces Vegito Blue. Letting out, better now? Feel free to have all that revenge you were talking about a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Go on, try it.
Go on. He's waiting.
Vegito Blue! As a
Yep.
shocked Goku Black, mid-turning around, can no longer believe his eyes, as his
better
greatest
believe it.
nightmare returns before him. Instantly forcing him to jump back in fear, as just the sight of the God Killer is enough to send shivers down
So
his spine.
still scared, huh? Not surprised. Now
But
come
not
here.
backing down for a second or caring for the Kai sphere, Vegito rushes in with ridiculous speed
Yeah, nobody
that can
cares.
be barely detected.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Off!
Yeah, that's not
Within a
happening either.
flash, Vegito's hand wraps right around the throat of Black, gripping it so hard is only on the cusp of snapping his neck.
Damn.
Only a raspy, barely there voice can then say, "Stop, please."
You're
Before,
begging,
with the
huh?
last of his energy, he forces his windpipe to open slightly and yell out, "Stop! I can help you kill the gods!" This outburst, of
Why
course,
do I
surprising
doubt
Vegito
that?
for a moment,
I can't
wondering
doubt
if
that.
the former god killer could be of any use to him. After all, he had successfully removed all 12 gods of destruction in his own universe,
Yeah.
even if by very different means. As Vegito asks, "How could a weakling like you help me, though?
Yeah.
I don't desire to kill the Kais. I want to fight. All you're useful for is giving me that time ring of yours."
Yeah, kind of true.
Simultaneously, though, as Vegito wonders, his grip slightly loosens. And Goku Black, taking his opportunity, they continues once more. "Believe me, I could make your dream a reality."
Really?
And with him now able to talk, Black would then explain, "Listen to me. Think about it, mortal. Our goals align. Everything about us is aligned. I am part of you for Zeno's sake. I'm anatomically Goku. Whatever power you have, with the right training and enough time, I too could have. Imagine both of us fighting together to kill the Grand Priest and finish all these gods off for good. You know it. You know it makes sense."
Yeah, in a way. God damn it all.
Изглеждаш страхотно.
This
Винаги
basically
с
move.
усмивка и със
Come
съмнение.
on.
Всичко е наред.
I hate
Защото
this.
ти си окей. With love. Мудив.
And I know he has to. Fucking. Finally. Thank
And
you,
hearing this,
Lord.
for a moment, Vegito actually thinks on Black's words and remains silent for a moment until finally letting out, "He is Goku. He is me.
Apart.
His power, even as is, could be very useful.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, beggars can't be choosers."
Eh.
And so, with a smirk, Vegito then looks to Black and concedes, lifting his hand. "You know what? You're right, Black. You'll be far more useful to me on my side than dead.
Yeah.
Say what you want about the nature of your character, but I know you want the same goal as I do. Congratulations on swaying me." And just like that, within Vegito's hand, his angel staff
What is that about to
immediately
do
begins
exactly,
to appear,
though?
before
I don't believe that you just
solidifying
let
and
him
being
live like
grabbed in
that.
his palm.
It has to be a catch.
Huh?
It has
Black,
to be.
meanwhile, recognizing what the staff
Isn't it?
is, never seeing this before from Vegito, then comments, "Wait a second, isn't that an angel staff?
Yeah.
How is this mortal wielding it and calling it forth? The literature of the Grand Library said that only angels themselves would be able to control and use those." But Vegito,
You're very
with his own
knowledgeable, huh?
motive, then points his staff to Goku Black's face and lets out, "You know, Black, now that we're on the same side, I can let you know two things about you that always bugged me. One was the fact you always had one earring instead of two. But another was, for someone called Black, you really should have earrings that are more like mine.
Wait.
Here, let me help."
No way. He's
Before
not about to
Vegito's
do what I
angel
think he's
staff
about to do,
then
right?
fires off on the shocked Black, covering his whole body in an angelic aura. What? And in the end, the result is that
No.
Black's earrings turn black now to the angel grade Potara. Just
No
like
way.
Vegito has
Is
and
Vegeta about to
Kefla had
fuse
too.
with him?
And most importantly, a second Potara earring for the set finally appears. See? Much better. leading to Vegito to now
Oh,
laugh and send away
fuck.
his staff, having used it for its purpose. And then following this, he then moves his fingers in a come here motion, moving the second Potara away from Black and towards himself, as Goku Black remains still almost stunned in silence, as he can't even understand what Vegito was even doing. And before he knew it, the second Angel Potara would then attach to Vegito's ear, leaving the now Black Potara on the God Killer's right ear. What? What are you doing? No! As suddenly
Well,
a
I
yell
guess
of
you got part of
true
this
fear
fusion,
and realization comes
one
to
way or
Black's
another.
face, as finally he figures out what Vegito had planned all along. With Vegito, with the calmest of all smiles, just staring him back in the eye and saying, "Oh, don't be like that, Black. You're going to love being a part of me. I'm sure you'll get on just fine with Goku and Vegeta." As eventually, their two bodies slam into each other by their torsos, just as you would expect from the Potara fusion. And in the aftermath,
Damn,
a
too
massive
bright.
blinding light is seen that shines throughout the universe, until eventually a dark silhouette with standing hair appears from within the light, with a demonic grin, making us wonder what monster could have truly been born from the fusion of God Killers until... There can
Damn.
only be one God Killer in this story, Black! As Vegito
Damn.
finally appears, unchanged in facial appearance, but now with the same halo behind him as
Damn.
Merge Zamasu once had, indicating the true assimilation of all of Black's powers and abilities now into his own.
And now he's even stronger than before. Damn.
And with a satisfied smile, he looks into his right hand, which now
4
has
rings.
4 time rings, once again, instead of 3, after adding Goku's blacks onto his own, before saying, "Sorry, Black, but you already stole my body, so it's only right it was returned to me.
I mean, kind of
Don't
true.
worry though, I'll be sure to make use of your abilities and achieve this goal for the both of us." Meanwhile though, in a far off universe, God of Destruction of Universe 12, Jin, stands patiently waiting in deep thought, only letting out calmly to his angel attendant,
He looks like a doofus, if you think about it.
"The time has finally come. The God Killer awaits us."
Yeah.
Before, with a sudden change in expression, "Awaken him! Awaken Gaiba now!"
Who's Gaiba?
But that was it for today's
What?
video, guys. And if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag NextGod in the comments down.
Well, that was quite confusing. I guess we're going to the next part, everyone. Okay, and
Don't forget,
yeah, let me just skip that
available to
below.
you guys. Comment and description. Head there
Wow, what
after
the?
video. So our story continues.
You know what?
with
I'm
us
not actually
seeing
putting myself
Vegito from
on
behind.
this side because I think it'll be
Back
pretty
still covered
better.
by the haloed formation of Merge Zamasu, after having just forcefully fused with the newly improved Goku Black.
Yeah.
But slowly, as if powering down from this new mysterious form, the halo begins to gradually fade away, as if being erased. And as our view changes to see Vegito from the front, Vegito continues to look into his now 4 time rings as the halo
Still thinking about them, huh?
disappears, before letting out 4 rings.
Yep.
3 with 2 of their lives intact,
Yeah.
and 1 with only 1 life remaining. 7 lives in total,
Yeah.
by my count.
Yep.
More than enough, but would have been 8 if I didn't give Hit 1 of them.
Yeah.
Assassin, you better make good use of it.
Actually, cool. Huh?
But suddenly, a sudden sharp pain strikes
What is
Vegito
happening?
from within.
Is
instantly
Gobat fighting
causing
inside
him to
him?
manually grab his head as if having just been sniped. As he wonders, my head! It's banging non-stop! What's going on?
Yeah, I think I know what's happening.
Oh! Soon, though, the pain becomes so much that he breaks out into a cold sweat as his entire body begins slowly shutting down, his heart rate decreasing and his vision becoming delirious. As soon enough, we take a peek into the inner mind and workings of Ultra Vegito.
Let's see. Wow. Ultra is versus
As
Ultra is
immediately within the mind of Vegito,
Nice.
a battle is taking place. This time not between
So I
Goku
guess I
and
knew it.
Vegeta, but now Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Instinct Black.
Yeah.
As
Damn, they're
instantly
both
Goku
equal?
and the newest member of the fusion, Vegito, are then both sent flying back from the impact of their trading punches.
So they're equal, huh? Quite
Black!
interesting.
What are you doing in here? Didn't Zeno get rid of you?
Yeah.
I believe you're still using my body.
I mean, what do you
Get
expect?
out!
I don't think he can.
But the now damaged Goku Black, having been annoyed already from being forced into Vegito against his will,
Pause.
just yells back, "Gladly. You do know this is the last place I'd like to be, mortal.
Yeah, I
Freak
can
of a
guess.
Fusion Vegito is who brought me here.
Yeah.
To control him and get me back out.
Yeah, I don't think that will be happening.
Vegeta? Goku, hearing this though, is as surprised as anyone,
no.
being less informed than even us manga readers, as he turns immediately
Wait,
to a
so
folded
is
arm
Vegeta actually not
Vegeta
informed
for
both of them?
confirmation, asking, "Wait, is Black telling the truth? But why? And when did we even agree to that?
I don't think
We
so.
said we'd both be in charge of Vegito equally."
Wait a
Tense
second.
Vegeta, who appears to be biting his tongue, holding back,
Vegeta,
only remains
what are you
silent
hiding?
and think to himself, even I don't know exactly what's going on,
Wait, what?
and this isn't the first time. Kakarot's too dumb to realize, but for a while now, Vegito has been making decisions on his own.
Wait.
Moving on his own volition, as if he's his own person.
No way.
Explain it, but given he's existed now uninterrupted for over 10 years, instead of the usual few minutes at a time he'd previously existed, I guess I'm not even that surprised. But either way, I'm not doing a thing about it until those
So he's basically
gods
making his own
pay.
choice?
My Bulma is back.
Basically, Vegeta does not inform both of them or anything like that.
Vegeta puts on his
When he says
natural
making choices on his
facade,
own, like
looking
his
up to
own
Goku,
person, because
saying
of the
unbothered,
personality he is built as Vegito.
"Why are
Maybe
you
being
asking
trapped for
me
those 10
if it's
years have
both our
actually able to
jobs,
practically make him
Kakarot? We
have his
probably
own
agreed
personality
on
and
it
thoughts.
ages ago.
Damn.
You're just forgetful. You can't even remember your own age anymore, clown.
Well,
Stop
that one is actually
complaining
kinda true.
and keep fighting. The more we train in here, the stronger Vegito will get.
Yeah.
Goku, being his usual naive self, just smiles in return, trusting Vegeta
I wish
and responds,
you won't trust Vegeta that much, Goku.
"You're probably right, Vegeta. We've been in here for so long. Plus, it doesn't help my memory when you're punching me every few hours. Besides, I was getting bored of just fighting you over and over again anyway.
Yeah.
At least Black will be different."
Yeah, he'll pull some tricks on you.
Immediately following this, Goku decides to stop playing around, entering his full power, mastered Ultra Instinct form. White silvery hair and all, and a look of determination in his eye to defeat Black. This time, without the help of Vegeta.
Yeah.
Alright, Black, since you're a guest here, it's only right I greet you properly. The still annoyed Goku Black, though, just claps back. You tasteless Saiyan.
Bruh.
All you know is violence. You
Not
apes
really,
should have
just
died a
training.
long
That's
time
pretty much.
ago. But if you truly want to die now, then I accept.
Well, at least someone wants to train. That's good.
As Black 2 then in response transforms himself into his own final mastered Ultra Instinct form, but noticeably without his halo, as if Vegito had taken it only for himself.
Damn.
But meanwhile on the outside, as if visualizing
So stop.
and listening in on what is going on, Vegito remains silent for a while until... You three! Take it easy in there and get on, or I will end up killing all of you! Got it? Unbelievably then striking himself on the temple
Well,
and yelling out death threats
that
to
was
his own
something.
self within his own mind. It may seem on the outside like Vegito has well and truly lost his mind, but on the inside... Wait, did he just... These mortals are unbelievable.
Bruh.
I knew I should have never joined with Kakarot. As all three of the separate warriors stand still, paralyzed in fear, with an awkward look of disbelief on their face as their very fusion talks down to them.
Damn.
With the three now shut up,
Big
Vegito
disrespect.
then removes his hand and looks to the sky, smiling, before letting out cockily, Much better. Finally some peace and quiet up there. Guess it's only right you'd fear Daddy Vegito, kids.
Hey, yo!
Before reverting to
that
a more
was
serious
sus.
face and thinking, but after that battle with Kappa and those other two, I don't think I'd even have it in me right now. I better heal up and get some new clothes too.
Yeah.
But maybe
I'm
this
about to
time
eat.
a little faster than before.
I'm only.
And just like that, much like with what we witnessed with Goku
Lars.
Black last chapter, a time portal suddenly appears underneath the feet of Vegito. As Vegito just quickly then
Don't mind me,
pulls through
guys.
it, with
Just
just his
eating.
smirking face being the last image we see of him in Universe 6. The scene after this then shifts remarkably to what seems like Kami's lookout, but what seems in a distant past. As when we look near the hyperbolic time chamber, both Goku and a young Gohan
Damn,
are seen
that far
walking
back?
towards the other Z fighters, fully dressed in their
Oh, the
iconic
sense of
outfits
being-
of the
nah,
Cell
yes.
Saga, but with some key differences in this alternate universe. Being one, that Goku is carrying a bag of senzu beans. Huh? Are they finally ready to go back in? As Vegeta, Piccolo and Trunks watch on, with the younger future Saiyan wondering whether Goku would take advantage of the few days left before the Cell games to become even stronger.
Rest.
But as Goku approaches future Trunks, he would then let out, "Alright guys, I think for the next few days, Gohan and I will just train out here. We've done all we can in there, and honestly, spending any more time in there wouldn't make much of a difference. So you guys make the most
Oh,
of
it
it
would.
if you want to.
It would.
Hopefully, one of you becomes even stronger than us." What? This reveal, of course, puzzling Gohan, having just heard his father speak to Korin earlier, telling him he didn't feel he was strong enough to beat Cell. As he asks, "Are you sure, Dad? How will we get any stronger in the next couple days?" To which the happy-go-lucky Goku would just place his hand behind his head with a big smile replying, well, to be honest, I haven't figured that part out just yet, Gohan.
Bruh.
But what I do know is Chi-Chi's probably worried sick by now.
Mm-hmm.
We owe it to your mother.
Yeah.
Okay, son? But suddenly, the happy-go-lucky attitude quickly fades, as the Super Saiyan Goku senses a nearby energy unlike anything else he's felt before, and much earlier than everyone else, as he thinks, Who Who is that? As from a time portal, a pair of very familiar feet then finally touch base on
I
the
think I
lookout.
understand why he actually came here. For the sense of beans.
Who the? Huh? Who's that? This energy, it can't be! As eventually, the rest of the present Z fighters, Vegeta, Future Trunks and Piccolo, also then get caught up. And finally, Vegito walks out of the portal in full, much to the complete shock and silence of everyone who has no idea what is going on. Before Vegito, trying to cut the tension, lets out nonchalantly, "Well, hello, Z fighters.
Bruh.
Don't mind me. I'm just another protector, hoping to take a crack at Cell. Just thought I'd pop down over here to see if you had any spare supplies. You know, ones from Bulma by any chance."
Hey, yo.
As he slowly then walks past a frozen still Piccolo who can only think,
But I think I understand.
"Bulma? How does this guy know her? Is he really on our side?" As Vegito,
Don't worry about
knowing the
Piccolo.
future, lets out briefly, "Try your best down there, Green Man. But maybe see if you can spend one more day in the time chamber. And maybe
Yeah.
unlock a new form. An orange one, perhaps."
Wait.
Before finally, his
Spoilers?
feet tap against a specific and recognizable piece of armor,
Kind of a spoilers if you guys think
causing
about
the
it.
God Killer to then look down and say, "Ah, here you are. Looks like there is a spare after all." Slowly picking it up without a fear of anyone stopping him. Until Goku immediately gets into fighting stance, challenging Vegito saying, "Hey, stop right there. Tell us who you are. I'm not convinced you're just any earthling, friend. There's something not right about you." To which Vegito with a smile, now holding the armor in his possession, replies, "What's with the hostility? From what I remember, you don't even want to fight in this. You want to fight in that orange gi, don't you?
Yeah.
Earthling. Isn't that right, Goku?" This instantly shocks Goku, as just like with Future Trunks, yet another complete stranger knows of him, as he queries, "You know my name too? Who are you?"
Vegito. The vision between
The
you
confusion of his
and
younger
Vegeta.
self, though, just proves to amuse Vegito, as he replies, "It probably wouldn't be wise to tell you something like that, especially not with Trunks over there having meddled with time already. I tell you what, though, you will learn everything in due time, Goku."
Yeah.
For in a flash that can be barely tracked by mortal's eyes, Vegito swipes his arm. And suddenly, even though the senzu beans appear for 1 second in Goku's hand, and even with Vegito appearing to not move right in front of Goku as they stand deadlocked, in the next moment, the senzu! The
Yep.
bag of beans is
I knew
completely
it.
snatched, leaving Son Goku nothing short of shell-shocked from the sheer speed, even after his year of training. Gogito, though, not caring in the slightest, and having got
Yeah.
what he needed,
But don't
just
have
once
these sense of
again
beans with
opened
your
the
Goku.
time portal
You
right
basically kind of
beneath him.
screwed yourself.
As he says in his
in
final
your original
words
timeline.
to the Cell Game Z fighters, "Thanks for that. Good luck with Cell. Don't let me down. Go on." Before completely disappearing. In the aftermath, each and every one of the present Z fighters is left stunned in confusion and disbelief that just happened.
Yeah, that was
Being
kind of
unable to
expected.
explain things, with only Gohan wondering, did he say not to let him down?
Yeah.
Before, as the scene
Yeah, he
zooms
did.
out from Kami's lookout, only a deathly silence can be heard as they try to make sense of the situation and the mystery figure's final words. Meanwhile, back in Universe 6, Vegito is now placed on his Cell Saga Saiyan armor right on
not
top of
bad.
his tattered shirt. Now with the Senzu beams in his left arm, as he says smugly with a smirk, "Perfect. Just like I remember. That old girl sure knew how to make a set of armor. And now finally, I feel like a real Saiyan." Following this, Vegito then rummages through the Senzu bean bag and finds 3 Senzu. And deciding his power at this point is too much for just one, just instantly swallows all 3 in one.
Damn.
The effects are immediate though, and never having swallowed so many, even Vegito is left momentarily shocked as he mutters, "Oh no, my body!"
Damn.
One by one, Vegito's limbs bulge in size, and an aura begins to flux and surround his body as he yells until... "My body is stronger than ever!" As finally, a long overdue Zenkai boost from the
Nice.
multiple deaths and beating downs come to fruition, skyrocketing the Saiyan's power once again to untold heights. And with his body sorted out and surrounded once again in not only his overflowing ki, but his signature black lightning too, Vegito lifts out his hand and summons instantly his angel staff. Of course, formerly once owned by Whis, saying, "It's time. I'm ready for the final gods." Before in classic fashion, lifting it towards his face and yelling out, "Take me to the next god of destruction!" Instantly as expected, blasting off into the sky at mind-bending speed, as the staff inexplicably obeys every word of Vegito once again. And after a short while, Vegeta would once again arrive in a new universe, on a planet that could only be mistaken for a destroyer's home. But this time, as Vegeta looks out, 3 figures are already waiting for him. And crucially, for once, it includes the beings Vegito actually wanted to see. As it is finally revealed standing there silently watching Vegito, as if having anticipated his arrival,
the fat face.
is God of Destruction of Universe 12.
And who's that body-looking guy?
His larger-than-life angel attendant Martinu, and strangely,
Yeah.
a bubbly-looking wizard next to
Hey, Jinx.
Vegito, surprised to see both his future victims already available to him, sports a pleased expression as he lets out enthusiastically, "What's this? Do my eyes deceive me? Or is the God of Destruction and Angel of Universe 12 ready to meet me?"
Looks like it.
Now that's a well-needed change. Finally, I seem to have met 2 gods with a backbone who are ready to meet their demise.
I don't think
Before
so.
the more than relaxed Vegito, already knowing how this battle will go, just quickly breaks into a Goku-like stretch, calmly asking, "So what will it be? Who's up first on the chopping block? God or Angel? I guess preferably Angel first, so I can absorb him before I absorb you, Jin. But equally, you may as well attack me 2-on-1 too. It's not like the result will change." But surprisingly, in the face of the God Killer, hearing his confidence, the Destroyer Jin just laughs back at Vegito's audacity as he comments, "So it appears, all the rumors were true about your incessant arrogance. What a disrespectful
he's
specimen
arrogant, but-
you are, Saiyan. Beerus may have dropped the ball hard, allowing your kind to survive, but I assure you, in Universe 12, things will not go the way you imagine." Before with his smile still apparent, Jin turns towards the bubbly-like figure and lets out, revealing his name. Enough with the jokes from this fool. Ghibli, let us
Ghibli.
begin. Take us
What
now
kind of
to the true
stupid name
battle.
was that?
Leaving Ghibli to simply reply, "Of course, Lord Jin. May you be blessed by the power of Zeno in your battle."
What?
As Ghibli changes his expression to a grimace, he yells, "We shall see what you are really made of now, God Killer. Let's see how things go when the cards are in our favor." To which a pleased Martino
How,
finally
though?
says, "Yes, let us see what this mortal can really do." Location change! Leaving
What
Ghibli to finally unleash his spell that spreads an unknown and mysterious energy / magic all over the planet.
Well, that is interesting.
And before Vegito can even react, the whole battlefield and atmosphere completely changes, as if on an entirely new planet with new scenery.
Damn.
The confused Vegito, still looking around, would only then comment, "Well, that's new. Are
Yeah.
we even still in Universe 12? Why the hell would they move me here?
Yeah.
What the?" But as Vegito turns his head in front
Damn,
of him,
that's a big
something
box.
far more alarming and strange is sat right before him. As he comments mysteriously, "What's the deal with this place? And what is that? Some kind of new Margin Boo? Tch, here I thought you were going to just fight me." As it is soon revealed, in the middle of the battlefield is a strange but intimidatingly large metal box. All alone, unmoving, and without a trace of
But it's actually
sound.
confusing why
Sitting
it's
right between
there.
Vegito
Unguarded
and the
and
three
unprotected.
Universe 12
I have a
residents.
suspicion. Big suspicion.
But the supremely confident Jin, who watches on at Vegito's bemused reaction, then responds,
This is really
"We will
confusing for me.
fight, Saiyan, just in due time.
Really.
But first, as an esteemed guest in my universe, I have a welcoming gift for you." Before instantly, as if synchronized, all three of the divine beings then vanish away, much to Vegito's surprise. Eventually arriving miles away atop a mountain head, as if distancing themselves away from a detonation. But Jin, looking down at the wizard Ghibli, would then calmly, unknown to the ears of Vegito, say, "This will be far enough. Unleash him now, Ghibli. Let Gaiba out." And Ghibli, who at this point already has his arms up in anticipation, just replies, "Gladly, my lord. Before... release!" Before in a sudden yell of pure conviction, Ghibli screams as if commanding the very box itself. So loud, Vegito hears him too. "What? What's that scrotum lookalike yelling about now?"
Yeah.
As right in front of
Actually quite
Vegito,
confusing.
dark pink smoke begins to bellow out from within the confines of the metal cube, until finally, in a loud crash, the
Damn.
walls and roof of the cube explode open, slamming individually
that
onto the
figure?
ground as if having been praying to have allowed to escape for millennia. As inside, a lone, somewhat unassuming figure is seen. The slam and sheer volume of smoke that escapes as a result is enough to even partially blind Vegito, who comments, "What now? I knew that box wasn't just for show, but what the hell is inside it?
It kind of looks like a person.
I'm free."
Oh, is this
From
Gaiba?
within, a young man with a vicious look, still confused over his sudden escape and freeing, looks around observing his surroundings. and once we get a full view, we see his fairly ordinary stature, just with notably both his arms being chained down still, despite the walls of the cube falling. But as we hear him talk, he reveals where he is even looking. And it isn't at Vegito, as he says, "Over there he is. There's that monster Jin."
Wow.
Just like that, without a second's more thought, Gaiba vanishes now, with now no more metal walls and seals to stop him.
Wow.
Leaving the mysterious chains to clang behind on the ground. And breaching the gap with unfathomable speed, we see Gaiba rushing straight towards Jin, Martinu, and Ghibli. His sights firmly aimed at the destroyer as he screams, "I'll kill you for what you did to them! This is for my family!"
Wait, what?
I thought we'd have at least a few minutes before he regained full control of his body. Leaving Jin looking unshocked
Wait.
before...
Did he choose him for a god instruction
Guess
candidate?
it can't be helped.
Oh, you son of a...
Jin then covers himself with both arms, ready to defend himself. And just moments later, Gaiba finally lands, effortlessly moving past Martinu to land straight on Jin's blocking arms, causing the destroyer to grimace in pain even after defending.
Damn.
But as Jin is sent flying away, he in his quick-thinking state, as if having already knew of this outcome, turns his head to Ghibli yelling with urgency, "Ghibli, what are you waiting for? Place the seal on him now!" Without a second in between, knowing the situation, Ghibli obeys his lord, firing off more of his mysterious magic straight onto Gaiba. And immediately, Gaiba is left frozen on the spot, shocked like a deer caught in
Wait.
headlights. His only
Is he
words
about to
being
mind control?
muttered, "No, not again!"
Wait, again?
Before falling to his knees before the wizard helpless. Then grabbing his head as he tries his best
no.
to mentally fight back whatever Ghibli has done to him. As he grumbles, "No, you're taking over my mind!" Revealing to us all, he appears to now be undergoing the same kind of attack Vegito once faced at the hands of
Damn.
Babidi in the Boo Saga.
I hate this.
And soon enough, a mysterious dark pink energy emanates from Gaiba's body. Just like the smoke that bellowed from the metal box earlier, and Gaiba rises to his feet, silent now, right before the completely confident and calm wizard, who lets out, "Yes, that's it, Gaiba. I'm glad you finally have learned your place again."
Oh, you disgusting little...
As when Gaiba finally arises, stamped on his forehead is a mind control seal, just like the Margin M Vegeta, Spopovich, and Yamu once had, but this time in a strange G, named after Ghibli himself, or could it be after Gaiba?
This is really weird.
With Gaiba now calmed down, Jin suddenly appears once again right before the controlled Gaiba,
You
and staring him straight in the face now,
little
without fear
fucker.
and a smug mannerism,
I
he
despise you
whispers,
to a very core of my existence.
"Yes, that's more like it, Gaiba. We are not your enemies. We are your family.
Oh
We
no.
kept you alive all these years so you could one day avenge your family. Your enemy is him. That stranger before you. The killer of your entire clan.
You kill this guy,
His
you
name
son of a...
is Vegito.
No, that is wrong.
Vegito. But But suddenly, as this piece of information is shared to the now extremely impressionable
Jin,
and malleable
you
warrior,
son of a bitch, I
something
hate you to the very
deep
core of
within
the
the
existence
recesses
of every
his mind
multiverse.
and soul
You have no idea.
snaps for Gaiba, as his body begins trembling until... Turning his head just like he did with Jin previously, Gaiba stares directly at Vegito, as if looking directly into his soul. Oh, here we go. Whatever that fish face has told him, he's probably made him think I'm the bad guy here.
Yeah.
Well, so be it. If you don't want to use your common sense, then you can die because of it.
You can't blame him. He's mind controlled.
As on Vegito finishing this thought, Gaiba rushes in once again with ferocity at Vegito.
And we actually hit an hour
This
and 10
time with
minutes
even
mark.
more power and
Wow.
speed, now coated in lightning. It's as if, just as with the margin symbol, Gaiba's power has been amplified through the darkness and hatred in his heart. But Vegito is
Maybe
no
a
fool.
possible
And having just
potential
observed
unlock.
what happened earlier with
Possibly.
Jin, he immediately readies himself into fighting stance, thinking to
Yeah.
himself, this guy is no joke. Even the destroyer fears him, it seems.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry, I guess. I'll start with blue. After all, I didn't exactly get to use it much with black.
Yeah, true. Wait,
But
what's
suddenly,
going on?
just as
Why is it
Vegito
not
begins
blue?
powering up, a noticeable lack of any change happens.
What?
As Vegito wonders, what was that?
Yeah.
Why? Why isn't my body transforming?
Wait, it's possible that wizards
As
and
Vegito
maybe even
wonders
Gaiba
why
doing
he
something
suddenly
like
has
it's
lost
affecting
control
the
of
area
his
itself.
abilities,
wizard
Gaiba
back
does
to me,
not let
so-
up, landing his attack on the still confused
They
Vegito
gotta have the ability to
right
fight to
on
make
his
it so
jaw,
opponents
sending
cannot
blood
transform if they have a
splattering
transformation.
everywhere. As Vegito is sent flying into the strange curved rock formations in front of him, mid-flight, he still wonders, something isn't right here.
Yeah.
My body isn't responding how it should. I'm trying to transform even now. Before crash landing hard as expected deep into the mountain.
Damn.
But watching closely from afar, not letting up, is Gaiba, observing silently, until we zoom in on his face and his mouth and cheeks begin to fill up and expand, as a faint sound of rising energy can then be heard.
Mouth beam like
Out
Broly?
of nowhere,
Bruh.
Gaiba in Nappa and Broly-like fashion fires off a massive beam of energy.
Oh yeah, I forgot that
straight
Nama
from
actually
his
do that
mouth,
too.
sending the speeding beam
Man, I don't
shooting
think
right
it's forgetting about
towards the
that part.
unassuming Vegeta.
But nobody cares about Nama
As
anyway,
Vegito himself
so yeah.
just barely gets up from the rubble of the last attack, grabbing his throbbing head as he moans.
Damn.
Damn, he hits hard.
Yeah,
At
seems
least
like
while I'm
it.
in base, that is.
Yeah.
But why can't I transform? It's like my body isn't listening. Could it be that Babidi look-alike? But as soon as Vegito continues to think, yet again he is
Maybe
interrupted
Gamma's ability?
as his whole face and surrounding area begins to illuminate from the quickly appearing larger and
That's actually
larger
pretty interesting to
attack
know.
from Gaiba. And as expected, in its quake, a humongous explosion is
Damn.
seen. One that would be far too much for just a base Vegito to be dealing with normally.
Damn.
As standing watching afar now, with his mouth smoking from being scorched by his own attack, is Gaiba, grunting in silence while his whole body looks noticeably much larger, as if growing in strength the more he attacks.
Interesting.
But of course, despite the mysterious area holding Vegito back, he eventually fires straight right up from the smoke of the explosion. Furious in the face, and now damaged all over, including his brand new armor.
Damn.
Vegito emerges, breathing heavily, before yelling out, "You damn gods! What have you done to my powers?"
Yeah, I actually like to know that reason too.
But staring from below, still with his arms crossed, Jin would remark,
Cocky son of a bitch.
"Foolish Saiyan. Isn't it obvious by now? We've studied and observed you damn Saiyans for a while now. We know how you work, how your power comes from these absurd transformations you have. Super Saiyan God and the such. You even have a specific God killer form. But that all ends here, doesn't it, Ghibli?" As Ghibli, providing more information, agrees with a smile, responding, "Yes, my lord. Just as you had planned with your infinite wisdom, I moved this unsuspecting fool to an entirely different dimension.
What?
One where I control the rules."
Damn, that's
Jin,
actually quite
now
broken
showing
to
a
think
truly
about it.
demented expression, then explains finally, "You understand yet, God Killer? In this dimension, transformations are forbidden. None of this
forbidden?
artificial boosting of your strength.
Damn.
Here, you fight and die as you were born. Strength and techniques only."
But he forgot one thing.
Of course, hearing this now, though,
He forgot
Vegito
about
is
one
left
thing.
stunned.
He has
He'd
two
never been
techniques
to such a
he's
place before,
still not
and that
used.
was the last limitation he'd have expected. As he
And I think you all
worries,
guys know what I'm talking about.
"A dimension where I can't transform? So, I have to beat a god, an angel, and this freak in base?"
No.
But Jin, not wanting any more time to be wasted, like a slave driver, then points his finger to the God Killer and yells, "Quickly, Gaiba! This is your chance! Avenge your family and slaughter this monster!"
You're the real monster, and I know it.
Leading the enraged and desperate Avenger to rush at Vegito like his life depended.
But I think you guys know what I meant about that he still has some
Damn it.
techniques.
Vegito,
Left
though,
in
who
his
is
sleeve.
still recovering from the last attack, is almost scared at this point, and how the cards are stacked up against him.
Can't you just
And
use this instant
mysteriously
right now?
begins closing his eyes one by one until... In the nick
I
of time,
knew it.
Vegito completely
Ultra
dodges the
instinct.
speeding attack. All the while,
may look like a
his
form,
eyes
but
are
it's
both
technique.
closed. And as if perfectly choreographed, then instantly begins swinging forward an open hand.
Boom!
Striking perfectly and precisely with an open palm, right onto Gaiba's exposed chest, sending the young Avenger flying backwards from the sky,
Classic Ultra Instinct fashion.
until eventually regaining himself by dragging his feet all across the battlefield. But as we return to Vegito, he looks completely at peace, no longer scared nor full of overconfidence, as he remains
Finally.
with his eyes closed, silent until, with the briefest of remarks, he opens his mouth and says, "Fine. If transformations really are out of the question here, then I'll rely on the two techniques I know that will make up for them tenfold." Before out of nowhere, in an act of madness, Vegito begins powering up yet again, as if he had just forgotten that he had access to
Oh,
no
he has not
more of
forgotten.
his
I think I know
transformation.
what is gonna happen. And I'm definitely gonna love this.
But regardless, somehow, someway, Vegito's power level begins to skyrocket, and mysteriously, his entire body then becomes enveloped in aura. A strange, red aura, as even his skin becomes crimson tinged, and one by one, his arms become bigger, his face more veiny, his chest larger, and then even his back grows to gigantic proportions. And in the end, when
Wow.
he finally opens his
Red
eyes,
eyes?
they look noticeably Ultra Instinct-like in fashion, but just this time, completely red.
Wow.
And surrounded in his crimson aura, he just confidently then lets out, "This is no fool, but I call this Ultra Kaioken."
Nice.
What?
The combination between Ultra Instinct and Kaioken.
As one by one, the god, angel, and
I don't know
wizard
how I actually
react in
did
their
that.
own horror
You know what
and
it
terror
goes
to the
practically
new
master
power
Kaioken
being
and utilize
displayed
it
by
with
the
Ultra
god
Instinct.
until
Really
finally,
good memories.
Ultra whatever, you will pay. With the final word,
I kinda doubt it.
Fiber stares, still enraged and still not worried in the slightest. But that was it for
Yeah.
today's video, guys. If you made it this far, leave me a hashtag UltraKai in the comments.
Yeah, for Kaioken. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction video that I did. I know it's been a really long time since I've done a reaction video, and I know this reaction will be pretty long, but I hope you guys enjoyed these two parts. I'll maybe do in the future another 2 parts. Hopefully I can do it, and I'll do it for you guys. So hope you guys enjoy this reaction video of mine. I'll see you guys in the next one. Also check out the original or his channel will be in the link down below, so you can check out the original video on his channel. I'll see you guys next time. Sayonara, my Z fans. Love y'all. Goodbye.